right, the challenge of this assignment is that you are given pre-printed designs on your paper already, and your goal is to continue each line in your own way so that you begin to fill up the space and disguise the original printed line. So here is my finished sample. So you can see when the drawing is complete, the designs printed should not be easily visible because they disappeared. Part of this assignment is that you also have to add color to fill in all the white spaces. And here are some student samples of this project done previously. So if you like to draw recognizable objects, you are welcome to do that. Like this student wanted to draw a bear, so they just extended the designs towards the edge, so they had this empty space in the middle to draw what they really want to draw. Here's another example of a student who worked with a recognizable object, which was a flower in the center. I really love the layering of this one, how they've got kind of the sunset behind the grass blades that are zoomed in. This student was inspired by a compass when they made their design. I love all the different colors that they used and the details of their line work. Here's another example. And then we have this example. So you notice that all of these examples, the students do not have a lot of empty white space because they have extended each line and then they have colored in that design to take away the white spots. So when you look at the original drawing, it says that there should be equal amounts of white paper and drawn lines when you finish the pencil design. So the first thing you need to do is draw in pencil. So if you make a mistake, you can erase it. So I looked at this design and I just made up the rest of the lines down here. And I put my pencil on the end of every single line and extended it. And it's okay if the line connects into another line or if it goes off the edge of the paper. Okay, so then I need to extend the lines up this way, so I just kind of made up a design. And I'm thinking about, as I draw, I want to be filling equal amounts of white space and drawn in lines. So I'm not making the lines all run into each other. I'm kind of leaving spaces in between each line. Okay, so now that this section is finished, I've extended each line. Now I need to work on this grouping, and then I need to work on this grouping. So again, it's okay if the lines touch or overlap. I could make this line go behind this line if I wanted, or it could stop when it hits that line. But you want to make sure that you are drawing or extending each printed line given to you. Okay, so now maybe these come over and connect on this side. Alright, and then I need to extend this part, so maybe this wraps around here. So again, this could be all abstract lines if you want it to be, or you could work with recognizable objects. So if there are certain things that you really love to draw, like anime characters, animals, vehicles, things from nature, you are welcome to do that, in addition to extending each line that was printed. So then maybe this continues over here. Okay, so once I have that basic design drawn in, then what I need to do is think about, does it show similar amounts of line drawings and white paper? And if so, then you're ready to start to add in your color. So here's how I ended up coloring mine in. I kind of saw this as like a window that I saw this landscape behind the lines that I drew. So I colored in my landscape with my colored pencils. And then I just kept the drawing itself all grays and blacks, so that there was that contrast of it feeling kind of like it's metallic or like this machinery piece, and then showing through it is the landscape. So when you finish, it should all be done in color. Now you might only get as far as this step on day 1 where you're doing your pencil drawing, and then it might take you day 2 to do the coloring. So the grading rubric is printed on the worksheet. It says to get 20 points, says the page is filled with individual line designs and the drawing looks careful and neat. The drawn lines connect into the printed lines with ease. Coloring is solid and neat. So that's what I'm looking for when I grade this project. You should be working in your assigned seat using the supplies in the buckets at your table. You should have crayons, color pencils, and markers. You have a ruler. Remember that your pencil sharpener is in the bucket at your table as well. And then just please clean up like I've taught you to keep all your art supplies in your basket, and then put your sketchbooks away on your shelf at cleanup time.